I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got an exciting matchup on tap. It's the Raiders coming in at 6-3, going up against the Cardinals, who come in at 1-8. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, after an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Oakland Raiders. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
A second down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Well, he's able to pull off a nice hurdle, but then quickly swarm down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. Fielded at the 33. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
But he's got it to Hearns. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
It fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd down, Prescott. That one complete to Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. Has had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
There they go, play action with Palmer. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Palmer will throw, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Palmer now. It's caught. Nelson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. J.J. Nelson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the face.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Palmer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Peterson alone in the backfield. Prescott now on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. They come up in an offset eye. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Here we go now with Olawale. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 3 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tapping, you got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range. And
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Trevathan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second down, Palmer. Wide open receiver complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And his kick is good. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's true, as they get back in a bit here. It's now 23-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Here's Palmer. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
So 1 yard to go here on third down. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The former number 8 overall pick, Justin Gilbert, in on the stop. See if they stay on the ground for second down. On second down, here's Palmer. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Still 9 yards to go on third down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dive.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The tight end changing his position. Again, it's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They go play action now. Palmer, he'll buy some time right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And Anderson's got it. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the eye. Handoff comes to Peterson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Second down following the run.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Come on, let's go.
Again, Peterson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Adrian Peterson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Come on, let's go! 1, 9, 5!
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
And Nelson's got it here right side. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Second and 10 now. It's Palmer. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing now. Palmer on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. And I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Incomplete. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He's got time. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. On 3rd down, Palmer. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. His pass caught at the 4. It'll be a gain of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Palmer taking it in. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They give it to Peterson. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And his throw is incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Adrian Peterson, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up the score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down carry here for Johnson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
This will be caught at about the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be... Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the eye. Palmer's going to keep it on the sneak. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field. And
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They go to Johnson again. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.